Hi everyone, welcome back to the show, back to the Arsenal Fan Focus. My name's Pat Laguna, and I'm with with my co-partner Jake. How you doing, bruv?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Doing pretty good. Right, Arsenal's having a fantastic form, beating Slavia Prague in the Champions League 3-0. And another clean sheet, 8 games. Okay, 8 games, no scores against us, no shots. In the 8 games, Arsenal's had 3 shots against them. I'll tell you what, when you think about it, I won't go into all, but Arsenal is breaking records after records after records. Yeah, great. Everyone's going to say, yeah, but you ain't won nothing yet. I get it. We get it. But I'm telling you, I'm one of the Arsenal fans. There's not many like me, but I'm one of the Arsenal fans just enjoying the ride. All right? I'm enjoying the ride. If it doesn't happen later on at the end of the season, then I'll have an egg on my face. Until then, I'm enjoying the ride. And there ain't going to be no one taking that away from me. At all. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to be breaking down the forms, we're going to be giving players ratings, we're going to be talking something I think about injuries and suspensions if there's any. And of course, we're going to look ahead to the Sunderland game on Saturday. So like I said, as always, good to see my friend Jake here. So what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be jumping straight into it. All right. So hold tight and enjoy the ride. Right. Last 3 games, 3-0. Sorry, last game, Champions League game, Arsenal 3-0 against Slavia Prague. What a performance. Total control from start to finish. Sevilla just had 1 shot on target. And I've got to be honest with everyone in the chat, everyone who's watching this, that hurt. That really hurt because I don't know, maybe I'm even in cuckoo land, but I just don't want anyone to have a shot against us. I just want that record in keeping the number of goal score against us down. I want to keep the number of shots against us down. And that's my ride. That's what's making me excited about this roller coaster at the moment. I'm just enjoying it. Okay, so Jake, what did you think of Arsenal's display on Tuesday night?
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, I want to ask something else as well. All right, and the pressing, the intensity and the organization. It looks like, if I'm honest, Arteta's system working perfectly. Do you agree?
Yeah, I don't agree with you. I don't think we had total control. I think there was I think we spoke earlier, there was like a 15 or 20 minute spell where Slavia Prague were attacking us. They had that absolute lump up front who was just bullying into everyone. But they had that was probably the best someone's played against us this season, I would say, for a 15, 20 minute spell. It looked like they weren't clear-cut chances, don't get me wrong. But we weren't as in control as we usually are. But typical Arsenal, we just soaked up the pressure and then we're very professional. I think obviously the Burnley game, which we'll talk about later on, as well. We're just so composed and so in control. So it's a joy to watch. And just going off the back of what you said there, it is annoying conceding a shot at the minute. I had my heart in my mouth on Saturday when Burnley had that free kick last minute, and I was cussing. I can't remember who made the tackle just outside the box, but I was just so fuming that we gave him an opportunity, and luckily it's come off the post. But
yeah. I mean,
but yeah, another professional performance, and he's getting it right at the minute, Arteta, and we've got to be happy. And I don't know if you noticed, but Saliba played a sort of John Stones sort of role in front of the defence in the second half. So he's making these slight adjustments based on the opposition, but it just shows that he's covering all bases. And another clean sheet is bloody amazing. The record we've got at the minute. And records like this, we deserve to go on and if we maintain it, to go on and win the big prizes.
Yeah, I mean, let's just. I mean, we're still in the Champions League mode, but let's talk a little bit about the Burnley game. All right, what did you think of that game, and who was your most outstanding player?
Great game against Burnley again. We're seeing it every week now. Just this consistency that we've got, and we're so in control, dominating the game. So standouts for me were, I think that's probably Gyökeres's best 45 minutes in an Arsenal shirt. He was linking everything up, everything that was coming to him. He was dealing with or knocking it off to Saka. He put Saka through. I think after his goal, he then chested it, then drew a lovely ball to Saka. Saka should have finished that, I'd say. He sort of got away from the defender, and I thought he was just going to slot that. So I was disappointed in Saka's finish, to be honest with you. But again, Gyökeres was involved in everything. And obviously the main man, Rice, there's nothing he can't do. There is nothing he can't. He's like absolute complete midfielder. And we haven't had something like that in a very, very long time. Do you know what I mean? So
do you think we got him for half price?
100%, mate. I feel bad for West Ham. I feel like he should go and play there on if they got a midweek game, just loan him back to him, just because I feel like we owe him something. But yeah, unbelievable performance again from him. I personally would have taken him off and Saka off against Slavia Prague on Tuesday. Just because we seem to be racking up a few more injuries. Obviously now with Gyökeres out now, which is slightly worrying because he doesn't normally get muscle injuries. So that's something to keep an eye on. But obviously main man Marino came in for the Champions League game. But with Burnley, it was just, I think we all guessed that we were going to win the game, but it was just complete domination again. And this team could be very special.
Could be. It could be. It really could be. Only if they just keep that belief and just play one game at a time.
That's it.
Forget about now. It's just the Sunderland. That's the only thing they need to focus on. Forget about the other games. You know, one game at a time. And what would you give out of 10, the whole team? What would you give the whole team? And who was your who was your player of the match?
Player of the match, obviously Rice, I'd say. Again, it's so difficult because everyone is really giving like an 8 out of 9, 8 or 9.
So that's what I'm saying. Just give the whole team, not individuals. Just give the whole team. The whole team.
I would say an 8. I'd say an 8.5.
Give an 8.5. I would have given a 9. Yeah,
I just think we can go. We can be a bit more. I feel like we get to a stage where we're 1-2-0 up, and we're so comfortable defending. We lack a little bit of that ruthlessness.
Okay, well, I would give a 9 for that, but okay, I'll go for your 8.5. Okay, let's just get back to the Champions League now. Okay, what stood out for you? Who stood out for you? And what I want to know is from the goalkeeper to the back to the defenders to the midfield. It was it was different. Yeah. Would you say? Yeah, it was different. All right, but they still kept that dominance. They still kept that validity. They still kept that consistency. Who and why stood out for you in that game, knowing that we had Christian Norgard starting. We had
Waneri was started.
Is it Nketiah?
Nketiah started.
Nketiah started.
Yeah.
Out of those, who else was it? Was it just them three started?
Marino up top.
Trossard,
Saka, Royce. Yeah, they were the only three. Nketiah.
Out of those four, who stood out for you and why?
I think the main one is Marino. I don't think we really got out of second gear against Prague, and there was no real players that stood out. There's a few. Saka over the last couple of games, I would say, needs to. he did score obviously against Slavia Prague for the penalty, but I just feel like he gets in some positions where I'm expecting him to score and he's not scoring at the minute. There's a couple of chances he had in both games, Burnley and Prague. And maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on him, but there was a couple of shots or opportunities he had, which a player of his caliber, I'm expecting him to finish.
Right.
Go back to your point. Sorry, Marino was brilliant. Like the finishes that he can, the range of finishes that he has is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, that first touch, I want to shout out Trossard as well, actually, because I feel like Trossard has been, I think it was a dodgy summer for him because I didn't think that he was going to be part of the team or part of the squad or be as important member of the squad that he has been this early season. So I want to shout him out because he had a great cross for that Marino finish. But yeah, probably Marino was the standout just with those two finishes, and it just takes the, because I am worried about the Gyökeres injury because I don't want to bring him too quickly back. Obviously, he's got an international break now, so I don't imagine he'll go away to Sweden. But still, obviously, we've got the North London derby, Bayern Munich, and then Chelsea away. So we've got a massive, massive week when we come back from the international. So yeah, it's good that Marino can just slot in, and he's not as industrious as a Gyökeres is, but he seems to be getting himself in the right place at the right time. I was disappointed with Nweri. I thought he did better against Burnley than he did against Prague. I felt like he was.
Do you think is there a worrying?
I think he's
here where, because I mean, last when he played against Burnley, play against Burnley, right?
He started, yeah.
Right. It wasn't really that. It wasn't really the same player that we know, right? And now we're talking about him now. Do you think he's losing that chance of showing what he really is?
I think obviously he's still very young and he is learning on the job, as obviously most of them are. But Burnley was a little bit better. He's perfect of getting himself out of tight spaces, and he's got a lovely little turn on him when he wants to do it. I felt like with Prague, he was getting in positions that he wasn't really being able to make like a positive impact on the game. And he was dropping in these pockets, but to be fair, we weren't finding him with some of the runs that he was doing. But I wouldn't say he was out of his depth. I would just say it wasn't his best game. It is slightly worrying because I think we spoke about this a couple of weeks back with Lewis Skelly, how his trajectory has gone, and the same with Nweri. And I think Nweri has been pumped the brakes a little bit, maybe due to the lack of playing time, and Lewis Skelly's had more games than him. But yeah, he just couldn't find his feet in that game. But yeah, we've got to obviously make a special mention about Max Dowman as well, who came on and looked bright straight away. But yeah, Nweri, I think he just needs more game time, more experience. But yeah, we didn't really see the best of him over those last two games. But I don't think
How do you think Norgard? How did he get on? What do you think about?
I think Norgard, he played okay. I think he's getting up to speed with everything as well. What was that game the other day where he played? I felt like he gets in that first 15, 20 minutes, he was on his own a little bit. I think Rice was obviously everywhere, but we seem to have a double pivot normally with Zubimendi and Rice. I feel like when Norgard's in the team, it's Norgard in front of the back four, and then Rice and Nweri with the attackers. But that didn't really work against, who was it, where Odegaard got injured and he come off, and then Zubimendi came on and we went on to win it. Was that Palace? Was it one before? Yeah. So yeah, but again, he didn't really necessarily do anything wrong. I just think the players in front of him are just a bit more slicker with the ball. Give the ball away a couple of times, just some simple passes. But again, nothing really like major to talk about. But yeah, again, he's coming up to speed with how we play, and obviously it's a much higher level than he was playing at Brentford. So again, if we're looking for things, do you know what I mean? Because his team's doing so well at the minute. So that's the only sort of minor things that, minor things. Nkapie did really well. Him and Trossard worked well on that left hand side. as I said, we know about Timber and yeah, Saka. I am expecting. I do want him
Yeah,
to get his
but
numbers up a little bit more.
I want to talk to you. I mean, let's talk about the goals.
Yeah,
Okay, because obviously it was a penalty that Saka
yeah.
scored. Mikel Mourinho, 2 goals, 1 volley, 1 header. Let's talk about the Saka. If Saka weren't if Victor was playing, you think Victor would have took the penalty?
I think so. Yeah, I personally think so. I was annoyed because I wanted to settle that with Adam because we got a little bet on it. But obviously, it's a great penalty from Saka. Don't get me wrong. He sort of mastered that the way he runs up and puts it in that corner, which obviously you can't say nothing about that. But I think if Victor was playing, I think Victor would have got the pen. But we won't know now, which is annoying. But yeah, obviously, great penalty from him. And then yeah, I don't know. I just he's always obviously at a consistent level. Always gives you sort of a 8 out of 9 or a 10 performance. But some of the opportunities I'm expecting a little bit more from him. As I said, it might be a little bit harsh on him. But there was one against Burnley where Gyökeres put the ball through, like I said earlier, and normally he just takes a little touch out of his feet and just places it. It was a bit short, but as I said, I think it might be being a bit too harsh on hindsight. But second goal was good with Marino straight after halftime because the first half wasn't great, I would say, but straight away Trossard, he doesn't seem that quick, but he just knows when to play the ball, and he seems to always get that sort of cross right. So yeah, as I said before, I think I'm giving him a bit of a hard time, or because normally the thing is he comes on as a sub, plays extremely well, then we start him, and then he sort of goes quiet for a few games when we started him, but he seemed to have turned that around and found really good form and is impacting and getting assists like we want him to. So with Martinelli out as well, so that's crucial that left hand side's obviously giving us something. With Saka being a bit quiet as well, but again, Rice, what a ball for the third goal! It's just like, and that header shouldn't be underestimated. That backwards header.
No, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't.
When the keeper's coming out to
you, shouldn't.
That is a month. Like I thought that was an absolute brilliant header. To be fair. But he seems to get up and be in these right places at the right time all the time. And I think he's got over 15 goals this year from midfield and slash striker. But these injuries are slightly worry me. I think Jesus has come back into training today, but he's going to be I don't think he'll be up to speed for like a month.
We've got him now. Obviously, I am worried about Victor. Victor's out. But they haven't said how. They haven't said how long though, have they?
That's the worrying thing as well, because if he keeps needing scans and stuff like that, it's like with a muscle injury, it's limited. There's not a lot that can go wrong with it. You've either strained it, pulled it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what the delay is because it's been a while since the game, unless they're just resting it to see if it still hurts or something like that. But
what about Havoc? When is he back? I mean,
we should have Gyökeres, Martinelli, and Havertz back and Madueke for the North London derby, which is 20.
Okay. I mean, again, are they going to be match fit? I mean, match fit or up to standard. I mean,
so Madueke and Havertz, probably not. I'd say if Gyökeres,
I don't think Kai will be,
or Kai as well. So if Gyökeres, I think Gyökeres will start the North London derby if he's fit. Because I think he's played it. He must be he's getting up to speed. That's probably the best he's looked fitness wise in getting around the pitch.
Are you worried about the amount of injuries Arsenal have had last season, and plus now it looks like it's manifesting in this season?
I think it's not as emphasised this season because someone has come in and slotted in, like that Saka injury. If we had that last year, it'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake. But Madueke came in and straight away and took the shine off him straight away. Well, not shine off him, but you know what I mean? We weren't concerned at all.
But these are long-term injuries. These are not injured, you're out for a couple of weeks or so. You're almost out for the majority of the season. I mean, it's worrying. And they have to look into it.
Havertz was flying in pre-season, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was absolutely flying. And I thought, him and Gyökeres is going to be an absolute force because if one of them comes off after 70 minutes, whatever, Havertz normally comes on and does something. But yeah, it is slightly worrying, but we're getting away with it at the minute. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see no Gyökeres up top against Sunderland, but I think Mourinho's so comfortable.
Who do you think?
Mourinho.
We'll talk about it on Sunday. We'll talk about the Sunday game in a bit.
Yeah.
And stuff. Okay, fine. Look, everyone in the comments, what was your standout moments in the Premier in the Champions League on Tuesday against Sevilla, whatever his name is. What?
Slavia
Prague. What's your? Let us know what was your standout moment in that game.
What about Max Dowman? We haven't really.
We haven't spoken about. Well, sorry. Again, look, another Max. How could we forget about Max?
Yeah,
15 years old.
Unbelievable
history.
I was looking at my boy. I was looking at my boy on the sofa. My boy's 11, yeah, and I was looking at him, and I was looking at Max Dowman. I was like, "There's no chance." it's just shocking. He's like 4 years older than my boy, and he's playing on the world's biggest stage. It's
madness. It's madness. Yeah. He's the youngest player ever to play in a Champions League, to start in a Champions League game.
And he come on and did well straight away.
He did right. The thing what I want to see more from Max, to be honest with you, number one, beat that player. Number two, a bit more. I want to say more movement, because he does so much movement anyway. But I want to see that. I want to see beat that player, and I want to see him take a shot.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see.
I think that will come with time.
But congratulations to him. Well done. So getting back to everyone,
and that Anus as well. I didn't expect him to come on. So two obviously hair end boys, just massive for the club.
Right. So everyone in the chat, please let us know what was your outstanding moments for that game. Also, if you want to let us know for the Burnley game as well, let us know what was your outstanding moments. Was it I don't know, was it Saka's finish, the penalty? Was it the midfield? Because obviously it was a different midfield. You had Eze in the midfield. You had Christian Norgard in the midfield, and who was the other one? And Ethan Maneri in the mid, starting the mid. Or
I was surprised that he did start. Finally, mention that now, because we haven't really mentioned Eze. Eze has been quiet, really. He did play well against Burnley, but it wasn't like an outstanding performance. But he has been quiet the last two games. But the reason I said that, I think Eze played out did Eze play out on the left against Burnley?
I can't remember. To be honest with you, I can't remember. I really can't remember that.
But yeah, we're in a good place anyway.
But yeah, so what I'm asking everyone, please put in the chat, in the comments, what you think, your memorable moments. Was it the midfield against for the Champions League, or was it the back? Was it because I remember Saliba or Gabriel making an absolute fantastic tackle.
Yeah,
in there. So I mean, let us know what you think in the comments. Any good ones, we read out. We find, we'll share in our next show. So right, so we're gonna go. Let's talk about the players' ratings for that night. And I want to know what you think about it. Do you think Arteta's doing the right thing at the moment, rotating the Premier League and the Premier League and the Champions League? You think he's doing the right thing at the moment?
Yeah, the only thing I'd say, I remember now, it was against Burnley. We put Eze out on the left, and I probably would have kept Rice and Eze in the midfield, because I just felt like Norgard and Nweri coming in the midfield at the same time, it was a bit of a big change. It didn't impact us that much, so it's not too bad to be concerned. But Eze's playing so well in the middle and trying to create a relationship with Gyökeres from that part of the pitch. I wasn't expecting him to.
Okay. Well, I'm saying I'm giving, because Raya never really had a lot to do. Okay, I mean, another clean sheet, and it was another comfortable evening for the Spaniards.
Yeah,
Sevilla had just one shot.
Yeah,
on target, so it wasn't a lot for him to really do. So I mean, I'm going to be gracious. Again, not gracious. I'm giving him a 7.
Yeah, that's fair. can't really say much. When we've got such a solid defence, he must be getting bored.
Yeah, totally. Right. Okay. So you agree with you're giving us 7. Right.
Yeah.
Timber. Cautious.
Just unbelievable, mate.
All right. He has some runs up front. Defensively solid. Two and well, what was I going to say? I think defensively solid, if I remember. And kept Sevilla's left back. He kept him quiet, kept him literally quiet on that side. So
Yeah.
I mean, the guy for me, game after game after game, I think he's getting stronger and stronger each game, and he's getting look. Could you right now be honest? Take your Arsenal hat off. Who would you say is a better right back right now than Timber in the Premier League?
I was watching the overlap earlier. And they said they'd had an early season review, and they went through all the positions. They were like, "Who's the best goalkeeper at the minute?" Obviously, they said Raya because of the clean sheets. They said, "Who's the best defender?" And everyone was saying Gabriel, but Gary Neville actually come out and said about Timber. But he says the right backs don't usually get the plaudits that he should be getting. But Gabriel or Timber, they've taken it to another level this season.
It is another level. It is another level. Another level. Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, he's one of my favorite players. And he is week after week giving you a 9 out of 10 performance.
So what are you giving him? What would you give him for that?
I give him a 9 out of 10. But
you gave him a 9 out of 10.
Might be.
Okay, I gave him an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, I gave him an 8. Look, I get you. I'm not going to argue with you on that. Right, William Saliba. Typical cool, and
yeah,
it was cool. It was calm. Even though that striker, is it Thomas, whatever his name is, Thomas Chokri or whatever, tried to throw his weight around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he had him in his pockets. And not only that, I mean, it was him who done that tackle. There was a tackle that he done. Oh my God! I've got to be honest with you. I thought it was a penalty.
Yeah. And that's Saliba. That's what he does all the time. You think
I honestly thought it was a penalty.
How's he getting back? And he comes across and just takes.
Yeah, I honestly got for. Oh my God! Nah, it's a penalty! It's a penalty! It's a penalty!
Shout out to Saliba and Arteta really, because they chucked him in that role. I haven't really seen him there before, and they put him in that little midfield role in front of Gabriel, and I think they went Timber, Gabriel, and Hincapié at the back, and then played Saliba and Norgard just in front of him.
Yeah.
And, he's just so composed, the way he just clears things up, picks things up, just does a little turn, and he's just quality, to be fair. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for Saliba.
Yeah, I gave him an 8.
Yeah.
I gave him an 8. All right, Gabriel. What could you say about Gabriel? Honest to God, what can you say? Arsenal's I put it up again. Arsenal's defender has been outstanding this season. Gabriel has been the pick of the bunch. I've got to be honest. He is the pick of the bunch. It was Saliba, and I think I got it wrong. I said it was it was Saliba that done that tackle. It was Gabriel.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It was Gabriel. It was Gabriel.
How many captains? How many captains could we have in this team?
Oh,
we've gone through who? Raya could be one. Timber could be one. Saliba, I don't see
honestly, crazy. I personally, right now, would not give the captaincy, and I've said it before on the show, and I've said it to you guys. I would not give it to Saka. I wouldn't give it to Saka. There's only 2 men I would give that captaincy.
Do you think that's weighing down?
I think it is.
I don't think it is. But then
I think it is. He's not. Listen, the end of the day, he's a lovely guy. Everything else, yep, great, terrific. But he's not the captain. The captain is either Declan Rice or Gabriel. That's my captain.
That's what I'm saying. We have got. That's why I think we get away with it, because we have got captains in each area of the field. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Rice, Zubimendi, or Odegaard.
But let Saliba does do what he needs to do. Saliba's not. So listen, Gabriel is the man, or Rice. The two men can fire up that team. See what's going on. It's not. It's not for Saka. I'm sorry. Love your Saka, but it's not. It's either Declan Rice or Gabriel. That is who the captaincy should go to.
Yeah. And, you say that, but I think it's similar with Reece James. Like, I don't see really as Reece. I think Reece James he's like quite quiet on the pitch.
I'm not looking at a Reece James. I don't give him.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's that sort of thing because he's been there from day one. I think it's that sort of similar. That's why they've given him the captain.
Okay, that's the wrong thing to think about then.
You probably give it to. Well, I think Enzo has it if he's not playing, but it's that sort of thing. But it's not a problem now, so yeah, I'll try.
It's not a problem, but it's not a problem. Anyway, all right. But anyway, I gave him a 9. Absolute big block.
Monster.
Big block. I'll never forget that. I was thinking, bloody hell, what a tackle.
You can just see that it's so like it's not been as important, but it just seems like it's a massive thing for them to. They're just as invested as getting that clean sheet as far as getting as obviously scoring the goal. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and all the players, everyone's defending. I think Burnley had a chance late on, and I think it was 93rd minute or something like that, and we had about 8 or 9 players run back like their life depended on it, and that's what wins you leagues at the end of the day. That sort of mentality.
Right, Imperio.
Finally, I bet you're happy now.
What's that?
He's got a wicked song as well. Have you heard his song?
No, I haven't heard his song yet. I haven't heard that song yet.
I can't remember the song they've taken it from, but they were singing it in Prague. But
okay,
yeah, quality.
Perio in Kepi. Let me tell you something. Oh my gosh! Right, started at left back for the first time this season since he started. Signed in the summer, put in a really great performance.
Did you see it when he squared up?
The thing about it, he seems to love the physical side of the game. He really does.
I think I love that South American sort of trait where they're just like, I hate Romero, but it reminds me of that. He's game for it, and even that 6'7" striker, he wanted to have a go. I know. So yeah, I thought that was brilliant. To be fair, but I love. So, really positive performance from him, and
brilliant performance.
It's good.
Brilliant performance. I gave him an 8. What did you give him?
Yeah, I think that's fair. 8.
Gave him an 8.
He just needs to get some minutes under his belt.
Yeah. All right, Ethan.
Struggled. Couldn't really get into the game. I'd probably say a 5. I know it might be harsh, but he could not get involved in the game at all.
It's his 3rd start of the season.
3rd start. I want him. What he does brilliantly is he gets the balls, turns, and runs direct at the defense.
Right. So he does some sometimes do some lovely little movements.
Yeah, right? It just needs to be more consistent. He's not he goes missing in games, which is slightly worrying. Obviously, it's a lot of pressure for us to put on him when he's one of the younger players in the team. But I feel like he's got the foundation and the defense behind him that he should be able to express himself a lot more. Maybe it's due to the system that we play and we're so risk averse.
He should be used to the system by now. He should be used to our system. But
maybe the system doesn't get the best out of him, shall I say? Same with the wingers. As far as how the team play and how we build up and attack and defend, obviously we're very, very structured, and maybe that doesn't suit him where in that midfield position. Maybe if he was on that right hand side, it might give him a more freer role. But again, it's going to be time and experience in these games, and big Champions League night away. Obviously, they weren't the strongest team, don't get me wrong, but still, it's all experience in the bank. And fingers crossed he turns it around. Obviously, we've got Carabao Cup games and FA Cup so he will be playing them. And I don't think he'll start.
So what are you giving him? What are you giving him?
I'll give him a 5. I
gave him a 6.
Yeah, generous.
5 he wasn't that bad for a 5. Come on, you sound like a Tottenham supporter here, pal.
It just, I'm hating on him a little bit, but
yeah, you are, bro.
I want more.
All right, Christian Norgard.
Again, it wasn't the way we're playing at the minute. It's like no one's really outstanding except for the next guy we're going to talk about, who is outstanding. But again, it was good for him to get minutes under his belt. He seems to be like
he done all right. If there was
like
a couple of
Jorginho,
times
isn't
he got pulled out in the midfield.
Yeah, he's like a Jorginho. So he's going to give you 7 out of 10 every week. He's going to give he does the basics very well.
But you got to remember, he was it Bournemouth?
Brentford's captain.
Brentford's captain. He's not a shit player.
He's not a slouch. He's a good international player. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think he's getting
an average player, mate.
I think he's getting up to speed a bit, but yeah, as I said, he didn't necessarily do anything wrong. He was just a very, very basic performance, I'd say. So I'd give him a 7.
Okay,
6 or
your
7.
man, Declan Rice. Right, brilliant performance. Right from the beginning, outstanding game. His level is rising every single season. Creativity created the third goal, wasn't it? It was him who gave the third goal.
Unbelievable. He's like Beckham. His deliveries are getting like Beckham.
So why doesn't he take more free kicks? We don't get quite enough free kicks, do we?
We don't. Yeah, he does take most of our free kicks, I'd say.
Yeah, so how come he ain't bending it like Beckham when he done Real
Madrid? We don't really get a lot of. Normally, our free kicks are quite like on near the halfway line, and he's the one spinning them in like that one he did for Mourinho's header against Liverpool last season. But yeah, we're not getting it. He's not getting as close to goal for him to have a strike on goal. So that's can't really do anything about that. But
so what you giving him?
I'd give him a 9. I think
giving him a 9.
He's just a monster.
He's him a 9.
He's absolutely everywhere. His delivery on the corners and free kicks are just so consistent now. But it's not just that. He's got his delivery. He can run box to box. He can finish. He can tackle. He can intercept. He can there's nothing he can't do. And I think he's sniffing around Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes level at this moment in time. If he keeps it up for the next 4 years, he's going to be a great in the midfield because he is that good.
All right, let's move to.
And he's better than Caicedo, so let's just nip that in the fucking bud.
Listen, bruv, I've been saying it all season. He is better than Caicedo.
That's not knocking Caicedo. That's just
far from it. I would love to have Caicedo in the Arsenal team. Would love to. Not knocking him at all.
Just shows the level he's at. Do you know what I mean? So,
right,
what a player to have.
Right, Saka, penalty, good penalty. I don't think Saka's always himself. I think Saka as well. If I remember as well, I was saying in my mind when I was watching the match, he needs to come off. The last 10, 15 minutes, he looked tired.
He looks battered, yeah.
He looked tired. And I can see that, and you're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Why didn't he take him off?
Then he took Trossard off. I was saying take Saka and I even said Marino just in case he got injured. I mean, then we had no striker for Sunderland. So when it got to after the second one, after Marino when we were 2-0 up, I said take Saka and Marino off, and then Marino scored again. So I was like, take him off now, keep him fresh for Sunderland. Because obviously, the thing that annoys me is Saka's going to go away and probably play 120 minutes for England. 180 minutes for England. Rice will go away and play probably 180 minutes for England. So it's these sort of games where we're 2-0 up and we're cruising that we need to have stuff like that in our head. I know we haven't got an international break for a while after this, but when it gets to 60 minutes and we are coasting, don't get me wrong, we're not really conceding much, and the defense is so strong that this is when we need to be taking even someone like Gabriel. I would have took Gabriel off. He's just he had that tweak injury a couple of weeks ago. It's like you're 2-0 up, you're cruising. Do you know what I mean? Take Rice off, take Gabriel off, take Marino off, take Saka off. You've got the players. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think that's
if you get 10 minutes to play and they get injured, you can be like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? And we've had that before.
Do you think do you think that's his weak link? Not knowing when to make the right substitute at the right time.
Sometimes I just feel like he needs to do it 10 minutes prior. there's a lot of games that you'll see this season where you just think, oh, you got like, it's an extra 10 minutes where you're not. But then again, I feel like I think Saka would be annoyed if you took him off at 60 minutes.
Don't care. You're the manager.
I get you.
Do not care.
And he's got
You cannot be a manager and worry about what a player thinks.
He's got to understand the culture as well.
Can't do that. Okay, moving on to the man himself.
Saka was 7, by the way. I'll give him a 7.
7. Okay, yep, giving him a 7 as well. Mikel Mourinho.
Quiet first half, don't get me wrong. Second half obviously came on. What a finish. Trossard ball. That touch, like if any other striker did that, we'll be going, bloody hell, what a finish that was.
Absolutely.
I know close to the goal.
We're talking about the volley, right? We're talking about the volley first.
Yeah. He seems to just be in the right place again for the header for the second goal as well. He just seems,
forget that one. Let's just stick to the volley first.
It's both similar where he's getting himself in the right place at the right time, and that's what strikers do. Do you know what I mean? That's the striker's bread and butter is if you're there to finish it. Do you know what I mean? And he has been in those positions. He's so comfortable, and that finish, he just knew the exact right amount of power to put on it. Curved lovely around the keeper. So he's probably going to start against Sunderland, and I was very impressed with him. So you have to give him a 9 just for the 2 goals, I'd say.
Right. The second goal, that was through Rice, yeah?
Yeah, right. Lovely ball.
I mean, I'm getting a little bit tired of, to be honest with you, of Arsenal scoring in open play. I really am.
It is getting upsetting.
It's getting upsetting now.
It is annoying.
It's pissing me off.
Because I'm fed up of seeing us really high up on the stats. I want to like.
Yeah, no, I do. I totally agree. And especially that lovely pass to Mourinho, second goal, and the way he just spurt. I mean,
why is no one talking about that? Like Caicedo scored that goal the other day, and obviously set up when Chelsea beat Tottenham. Caicedo did some good work to get the ball back. Don't get me wrong. They wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. It's like, are you just so used to Rice doing that delivery every game?
It's Arsenal, mate.
It's hard for you to talk about every time.
It's Arsenal.
Or it's fucking Arsenal. I mean,
it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Get used to it now.
To be fair, on that overlap programme, they all agreed. They said Rice was the best midfielder and Haaland was obviously the best striker.
That overlap programme. Stand there anyway. But
they were the ones going, Caicedo this, but they
yeah, whatever. Anyway, listen, mate, I don't expect anything from those punters. I really don't. But again, absolute brilliant performance by him, deputizing as a striker, makeshift striker, coming up, and he's always coming up with the goods.
Yeah.
It is still worrying though, because we haven't got an out-and-out striker or someone up there up front. Again, we've got to rely on Mourinho, and no disrespect to him, because at the end of the day, if you look at his records, look at his striking goals records, it's just as good as any other forward. It's just as good as a forward, as a number 9.
With obviously, we love a set piece. He's perfect for that. So any corner.
So what are you giving him?
I give him a 9.
You gave him a 9. Brilliant. Likewise.
I would have given him a 10, but he had a quiet first half. So
okay, likewise. Okay, moving on to Trossard.
Shout out to Trossard. I've been hard on him, but he is finding his form, and he has been consistent this year.
Another assist.
Another assist, and it's perfect timing as well. Just straight after half time, just to completely kill the game. But yeah, I feel like he's improving every game, and he's giving a bit more every game. And him and Walker had a great battle when we played Burnley. Him and Walker had a lovely wicked battle, but I think Trossard got the better of him by the end of it. He's just a very, very smart player, but I'm glad to see him hit some form, and hopefully he can carry it on. But I'll give him an 8.
Give him an 8. Okay, I'll give him an 8. We've beyond that one. Right. So we've gone through them. I mean, just quickly go through. Just very.
We've got to shout out the records, and then we can move on to.
Yeah, we'll talk about the records. Don't jump the gun, pal.
Jump the gun, mate.
Do not jump the gun. We'll move it after. We're going to jump into the records after. All right, just giving the players their ratings. All right, so quickly. So we talked about Nathan. What are you going to give Max Dowman, even though he just came on for about on the 72nd minute?
Massive moment. I was worried Arteta wasn't going to do it. yeah, I think after the second or third goal, I think it was always going to happen. But yeah, I'll give him a 7. Massive moment for him to come on. If I was his parents, I'd be crying in the crowd. I probably wouldn't be able to see the game. But yeah, just an unbelievable moment for him. Hopefully we see a bit more of him this season. Even starting games, hopefully in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, etc. But it's just the way he takes on a player, and you think the player's going to tackle him, and he just nips the ball in front, and he's getting what. The only thing I'm worried about is similar to Saka when Saka first came in. He was just getting, well, as Saka does now, he keeps getting whacked. So I don't want him to. We've got to wrap him up a little bit, but the way he plays, I'm sure he's been getting that for years.
Let's just very quickly on this one now. On Ben White, we can't forget about Ben White.
Yeah.
What happened in the Arsenal's penalty box?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I thought when the referee pointed to the spot. I mean, the end of the day, luckily, I can honestly say VAR has that
was a good game for VAR.
Given Arsenal has helped out Arsenal for the first time since the VAR has started. Okay,
the way the players reacted, you could. I felt straight away. I was like, oh no, the way that Arsenal teams reacted, you could tell that it wasn't gonna. It wasn't.
No, it's not only when they reacted. When you looked at Rice's face, because Saliba looked at him and he went, no, I never touched him. I got the ball. I got the ball. And he went, don't worry. That's what he said. Don't worry.
That could be a situation where obviously White hasn't played many games and he could have been just not quite off it, but it was perfect. It was perfect tackle from him. So yeah, I was pleased for him. I think he megged one of their players and went on a little run as well. So from memory, but yeah, glad to see him back and get more minutes. I think he was a 6 or 7. Didn't go too mad. Obviously.
Okay, cool. All right, so okay. Let's talk a little bit about the clean sheets.
Yeah.
And the defensive strength. Yeah. So So Arsenal's defensive form is, obviously it deserves credit.
Yeah.
It deserves bloody credit. Come on. All right. And that's a fact. All right. That's 8 clean sheets in 8 Premier League games. Yeah. All right. Is it 4 clean sheets in the Champions League?
Yeah, this season 4 clean sheets.
This season 4 clean sheets, 4 wins.
Yeah.
In the Champions League. Right.
I'm going to send you a link.
We are now top of the Premier League.
Yeah.
Top of the Champions League. All right. Joint.
Could be worse, boss. Could be worse. Open. I've just sent you a private link. If you want to open that link I sent you, it goes through a few of the stats through the records we're close to breaking.
Okay.
If you can private chat.
Now, if I do that, then I think I've got some of that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I could see some of this. Bloody hell.
So if you go, can you see it on your screen? Can you put it on your screen? Or?
No, I can't.
So most consecutive wins without conceding. Obviously, we're 8 there. The last time we beat our own record from 1987, and then we're joint with Liverpool now. Our run of 8 clean sheets. Olympiacos 2-0, West Ham 2-0, Fulham away 1-0, Atletico Madrid 4-0. Palace 1-0, Brighton 2-0, Burnley 2-0. So it's probably, we don't have, obviously Atletico Madrid is a massive team, but I think one of the most impressive things about that run is the teams we lost points to last year. So I think that's very impressive as well. But again, shots on target faced. We 3 against Olympiacos. We didn't no shots against West Ham or Fulham. 1 against Atletico Madrid. Obviously, you know that Eddie won against Palace, which shouldn't have even counted. 6 against Brighton, but it didn't really feel like that. Burnley, nothing. Sparta Prague again, that was nothing really. So it's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable.
I mean, the records we're breaking. But before we do that, I completely forgot to ask the people watching. Guys, do me a favor, okay? Please let me know your players' rating for the Champions League. Players' rating for the Champions League. Who stood out? Who stood out for you? Rate the team. Put it in the comments, and whoever's come out with the best one, we'll read it out for the next week. So, I mean, going back to the going back to the clean sheets and the defensive strength. Oh, by the way, please, everyone, do us a favor. Please subscribe. Please follow and please share. It really, really would help us out, guys. All you got to do is watch it. Please just subscribe to it and share it, please. All right. So, where are we? Where are we? Yeah. So, okay. So we're So we got all the clean sheets. All right. We're top of the league. Top of the league in the Champions League. Top of the league in the Premier League. How many shots? We were just talking earlier, weren't we? Yeah. I am now scared, all right, of anyone taking a shot at Arsenal. I really am scared. That's how bad it is. I'm scared to see some. Fucking. Oh man, it's broken our record. What?
I don't know how the defense are going to react when we do eventually concede one, because I think it's just going to be like a fucking monumental moment.
It's incredible, isn't it?
3-0 up somewhere, and we concede. I think I'll be absolutely devastated.
It's absolutely incredible. It really is. Listen, let me ask you this, all right? What's driving this defense so solidly, all right? Not only that, okay, is it the chemistry between Gabriel and Saliba, or is it the balance of the midfield with Rice, Zubimendi, Eze? Or is it we just got the most solid defense with Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, Calafiori? I mean, what's your take on this?
I think there's a few different aspects to it. So I think number one, I think it's the pain of the last 3 years of us getting so close, second place. It's not the first, like last year, I think we had the least goals conceded. And in the last 3 years, I think we've conceded the least goals and we still haven't won anything in the Prem. But yeah, there's a few aspects to it. I think the pain of the last 3 years, I think we're slowly getting the idea of what we need to do to win this league. The boys at the back, especially the back five, have been together for quite a while now. And I think that helps. Having that steadiness of having Saliba and Gabriel, obviously that spine. Obviously Timber's playing world class at the minute. Calafiori's on his way if he keeps playing. I think he ended up next to Gyökeres as a striker against Burnley. He's just an absolute madman. But yeah, also as well, we defend as a team. So I think that was another example against Burnley. It's like we lost the ball in their box following a corner in the 93rd minute, and you had 9 players running back full pelt. So I think it's defending as a team. Last 3 years of hurt, partnerships all over the pitch. And I think that's all leading to, this amazing record and the way we're playing at the minute, because we just don't look like we're going to concede a goal, touch wood. But unbelievable. And I think I think we spoke about this a couple of weeks. I think if we do it, I think these boys have got to go in alongside of our best defenders ever.
Okay, I want to ask your prediction. All right, how many goals do you think Arsenal will concede at the end of the season?
So is Chelsea's 15?
14.
14, is it? The way they're playing is like you can't say anything else, but we should beat that. I think we're on track.
Okay, what are you going for?
Track to beat that. Oh, fuck's sake, I don't know.
Time's running.
12.
Huh?
12.
Okay.
I'll say unlucky 13.
I'm
going to say 15. I swear Chelsea was 15.
No, 14. Just take it. Just take that. Okay, I'm saying it is. I'm saying Arsenal.
It was 15.
No, I thought it was 14.
No, it's 15.
Okay, 15.
Yeah, I reckon we'll match it.
Okay, you'll match it. I say Arsenal only concede 10 goals in the Premier League. I'm not talking about Champions League. I'm talking about 10 goals for the Premier League. Only 10.
So we've got 28 games.
I don't care. Only 10.
So that's 7 goals
Okay,
conceded.
that's my prediction. You've got yours. Mine is Arsenal will not
I'm not
concede.
knocking it.
Huh?
I said I'm not knocking it. I'd love to see
All
it.
right.
I'd
Okay.
love to see it, mate.
I say Arsenal only will concede 10 goals throughout the whole Premier League. All right, that's me. Now, what I want to ask everyone is, I want to ask everyone else. All right, do you think this is the best Arsenal back line since the Invincibles? Not only that, how many goals do you think Arsenal will concede at the end of the season? Do you think Arsenal will beat Chelsea's record? Excuse me. Drop us your thoughts. Please let us know. While you're doing that, just hit the subscribe button, share, and do the like. Really, really appreciate it. Now, let's move quickly. Again, we've got to be very quick on this now, Mac. We're running out of time. Let's move quickly on our forwards because we've got to talk about the Southampton. We haven't even talked about the Southampton game yet. Let's quickly just talk about our forwards. Yeah, the midfield. Even though Martin Odegaard, who's still recovering from an ankle injury, Arsenal's midfield looks solid. Okay, Eze has stepped in with creativity, while Rice keeps the shape and the discipline. Jake. Why am I keep saying Jack? Jake. Excuse me, Jake. How important how impressive have you been with the balance of the midfield three so far?
Yeah, I think we've said over the last couple of weeks how important Rice and Zubimendi are. Obviously, with Zubimendi and Odegaard getting injured now, it's been on the other boys, Norgard and Wary, to come in and do a job. And they have done, to be fair. It hasn't been amazing. They haven't been at that level of Zubimendi or Odegaard, but I suppose it's unfair. Eze has been consistent since Odegaard's left the team. But it'd be really important against Sunderland because obviously with Xhaka, and I can't remember the guy's name that plays next to him, but he's very good as well. So it'll be a good midfield battle, and obviously Xhaka knows Arsenal and the way Arteta sets up and plays like the back of his hand. So it's going to be a very difficult game. Probably one of the harder games just because the way Sunderland are playing at the minute. It could be a 5:30 kickoff. Their fans are going to be well up for it. Obviously, it's probably their biggest game of the season so far. I know they beat Chelsea obviously the other day as well at Chelsea. So yeah, I think it's going to be difficult. But I have been very impressed with our midfield. Obviously, Rice is a level above at the minute, and that helps a lot because the amount of work he's doing defensively and assist wise.
Right.
And generally his general game, he's just a monster. So that obviously helps us out.
Okay, but since you've jumped into the Sunderland game, all right. So we're going to mix that up because I wanted to quickly ask you what you about our forwards. Our forwards are gelling perfectly, linking perfectly with Trossard, Martinelli, and Victor Gyökeres and stuff. What do you think? I wasn't finished yet, but there you go. Go ahead. What makes the front line so dangerous right now, or do you not think they're that dangerous at the moment, or do you not think they've still got a lot to go through in linking together up front?
I think Burnley was a good. I think the way Gyökeres played against Burnley, the way he was dropping deep, linking the play. Obviously, he just felt to me he looked a lot fitter for some reason. Obviously, now he jinxed it because he's obviously done that muscle injury. But he just looked like he's getting used to this league, and he was battling with the defenders. Obviously, right place, right time for the finish, the header on the line, basically. And yeah, he would have got an assist if Saka finished that. And he was just everywhere again. I was very upset that he'd come off, obviously, half time. But I think we're not maybe as ruthless or as have that attacking flair as we did the last couple of seasons. But I think because the way we defend and the way we defend as a team, it probably takes 10% away or 20% away from what they could be doing attacking wise, I'd say. But we reap the rewards of that, of obviously the amount of clean sheets we're getting, and we still manage to find and get these goals. So I'm not too concerned. I think we could go up another level up front. Obviously, Trossard is playing well at the minute. Gokres was playing very well until he's come off. Saka, he is consistent, but I feel like he can be finishing more and getting his numbers up a little bit more in the positions he is finding himself in. So I think there's more to come, shall we say, with the forwards.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to swiftly move forwards to the game on Saturday. Sunderland, Arsenal, or Sunderland versus Arsenal. Arsenal's away again. Do you think Arsenal can extend this league? I mean, this run for 9 games, 9 unbeaten games again. All right. And also, do you think they can keep a clean sheet and get no shots on target? What do you think?
I think Sunderland will be a hard game. I don't think it will be as straightforward as we've had over the last couple of weeks. I think they're in a very good moment at the minute, Sunderland, and yeah, they've normally with the 3 teams that come up, they normally getting spanked straight away, but they've made a real go of it. So fair play to them. We should have enough to obviously beat them. I want him to start. Hopefully Zubamendi's fit. I think that's going to be a major thing as well, just for the balance in the midfield. Because I think, yeah, I'm not sure how he will set up. I wouldn't start Nweri. I think Nweri's lost his place now. Eze should be there, but it depends if he goes with Zubamendi, Rice, and Eze, or it'd be Norgard, Rice, and Eze. But we should still have enough to go there and win. But as I said, their tails are up at the minute, and yeah, it will be a tough game. It will be a very tough game, I think.
Okay. All right. So, what's your prediction, score wise?
I think it could be 2-1. I know. I'm sorry. I've just got. It's just like we need to get it out of the way. We need to get this goal out of the way, because if it happens, Arsenal Tottenham, I'll be very upset because
What did you say the score is going to be?
2-1.
Now he's just put a downer on it, everyone. For me, I'm sorry. He's just put a downer on it because
sorry.
I'm telling you now, guys. All right, Arsenal is going to keep another clean sheet, and I say it now. It will be 2-0. It will be 2-0 to the Arsenal. Arsenal keeping another clean sheet, but I do think Sunderland will get 1 shot on target.
Xhaka from 35 yards, probably.
Okay, that is what I'm predicting. Okay, guys, everyone, again in the chat, please let us know what your predictions would be.
What would be your starting lineup?
Sorry.
What would be your starting lineup?
Yeah, what will be your starting lineup? Also, not only that, what's your final score against Sunderland? Drop me the line. Let me know what you think. Do you think Arsenal can keep a clean sheet? Do you think Arsenal can keep this unbeaten run for another 9 games? Do you think there's going to be shots on targets for the opposition? Do you think the opposition is going to score? Let us know what you think. Again, let us know and we'll read it out for next week. Right, now, this is what I'm going to call this one. This is what I called the fan zone. It's a few questions for everyone if everyone's watching and listening. I'm going to ask the first question. Okay, Jake.
Go for it.
Eze keeps his starting place, even if Erdegaard turns up. Everyone in the chat, this is what I'm asking you. If Erdegaard comes fit again, all right, should Eze keep his place once Erdegaard returns from injury, or should Erdegaard?
I think it depends when he comes back, mate. To be honest, I think Eze's been a bit quieter the last couple of games. He's not necessarily doing anything wrong. I'm just expecting a bit more from him. But yeah, when Odegaard comes back, he will integrate him back in the side. It depends how we're playing at the time. Obviously, we got after the international break, we got some big games. I think Odegaard will be back December, is it? Early December, end of November. So we've got a few games to play until then. So massive week when we come back, like I said earlier, with Spurs home, Bayern Munich home, Chelsea away. That's gonna really tell us where we are and if we're still on this path. So they got the goal against Palace. I thought he would kick on a bit more, but he has been a bit quieter. I think it depends where we are and what games come back, because Odegaard's going to have to come back up in speed, and those games in December is non-stop.
Okay, fine. All right. David Raya, obviously undisputed number one for Arsenal. Or could Kepa push him for a start later on in the season?
I think Kepa knows the score. I think it would have to take a drastic run of form for Raya to be dislodged or displaced as number one. I think Kepa will come in and play FA Cup and Carabao Cup, and I think he's a good stand-in for that. I wouldn't be necessarily concerned if Kepa came in and say if Raya got an injury or something like that, but I think Raya's at another level to Kepa, and I think Raya will keep his place Champions League and Premier League all season. As I said, based on our defensive record at the minute, it'd be very, very hard, or he'd have to make some serious errors for him to be conceded.
Okay. Everyone in the chat, please answer that question. David Raya, obviously undisputed Arsenal's number one.
I think he's got the best record for us as well. I think he was fastest to 50 clean sheets. I think it only took him 110 games or something.
Okay, let me ask the question to them and then.
Stats man coming at you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry everyone for right. Once again, David Raya undisputed Arsenal's number one, but can Kepa push him later on in the season to take over? Who knows? Last one. Let me ask this one to the audience first, and then you answer it. Everyone to the audience. All right. With this unbeaten form of Arsenal's defense, solid defense, can Arsenal really challenge for the Premier League, this Premier League title this year? Please let me know in the chat. Love to hear your comments and everything else. Over to you, Jake.
We are 100%. So it's our time now. We've been second 3 times in a row. It's our time now. I think the boys are well up for it. They know what they have to do. I think this run of form just shows how much they want it. Lack of shots we're conceding. Obviously, the clean sheet's amazing, and we just seem so composed, and we can sometimes take the heat from the other team, and then we're just so controlled and composed. When we get that 1-0 up, it's just like then we coast. We're comfortable. We don't really get wave of attack from the other team, so we are so comfortable. So I think we could see a lot of 1-2-0s until the end of the. Well, I hope so until the end of the season, and I think the league's ours. It is still early days, and as I said, we have got some tests coming up, real tests. This has been a great period for us because last season, as I said, we did drop points against some of the teams we have recently played. So we've sort of cleared the decks with that one, and now we really need to kick on after the international break, because obviously there's a hell of a lot of games coming up. We should have the squad for it now. So I really want a good cup run, League Cup. We should be going for all 4 trophies that are available. We have got the squad for it now, so
brilliant.
Go for it.
Okay, that's all we got time for on this episode. So a big thanks to Jake and for everyone else who's been watching and following for this week. Arsenal are strong. We are strong. 3-0 Premier Champions League. We beat. Do you know what was it? How much did we beat Burnley by?
2.
2-0. 2-0 against Burnley. 2-0 against Sevilla. Sorry, 3-0 against Sevilla.
Slavia Prague. I've got a question for you, Pat. Just a quick one before we head off. Would you sign anyone in January? And if so, what position?
Will I sign anyone in January? If so, what position? I'll sign us someone up front.
Yeah.
I'll get another forward, or I'll get someone for the left-hand side. That's what I want.
Well, you got to think as well. We have got a hell of a lot of players to come back. Like our bench.
We do. We certainly do. We certainly do. But okay, if not an out-and-out forward, then I'd say get another right winger.
Yeah, I'd probably say left wing, even though we've got Trossard.
Sorry, not left. Sorry, not right wing. Sorry, my bad. Left wing.
Or someone who can play both.
Or someone could play both.
I just feel like we maybe need something a bit different, but I think that's the way Arteta plays. So if a player did come in, regardless.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Go on. I'll shut up now.
Right. So there we go. Right. So don't forget. Right. So don't forget, please. Don't forget to do the players' ratings, the match reactions, and the scores, score prediction for the Sunderland game. Please drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed the show, hit the like, subscribe, share, and everything. Please, guys, it really, really would help us out with the channel. And we'll be back. We'll be back after the Sunderland game, hopefully to celebrate 9 unbeaten games. That'll be absolutely great. Look,
I think it'd be 11. I think it'd be 11. I think it'd be 11 unbeaten and 9 clean sheets.
No, it wouldn't be 11 beaten.
Yeah, we're 10 unbeaten now with 8 clean sheets, so it'd be 11 and 9. Pretty sure.
Say that again.
We're 11 unbeaten. Oh no, we're 10.
11 unbeaten. How many games been played in the Premier League so far?
Oh shit, yeah. No. I mean 10 unbeaten, including your Champions Leagues and your other games.
Yeah,
so
but we'll
10 unbeaten and 8 clean sheets.
Okay, whatever Jake just said, because I am now confused, and I am now confused. Oh. Whatever he said, let's just stay unbeaten. Okay, guys, and keep the faith.
If anyone knows, or if Pat, you can find out for me. Can I go? I'm going to Arsenal Spurs, but I'm on the crutches. Will I be able to get in with crutches? Do you know? Have you ever seen anyone?
You would do. Of course you would.
Have you ever seen anyone at Emirates on crutches?
No, I'm sure you would do. Why do you call up Tottenham? Call up the scummy ground, and Arsenal.
Tottenham. I wouldn't fucking go there, mate.
So what are you talking about? What game? You mean the Arsenal game?
Yeah, our next game is Arsenal Tottenham, isn't it? It's at home.
Well, yeah. I mean, Arsenal's at home, aren't they?
Yeah.
We're at home. Well, just phone them up.
I could do, yeah. I'm just being lazy. Have you ever phone them up?
Yeah? Or anyone in the chat knows, please let us know. Please let Jake know. Can you go in to Emirates with the crutches? Yes or no? Please let him know.
Club level, so I can get up the escalator.
You know what I mean? And plus, what he's asking for, if anyone could carry him up there as well, you'd be more than happy. All right, guys? I appreciate it. Thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate it. Thank you.